Well, hi guys. Outside here underneath the bus, went ahead and purchased a 100 amp circuit breaker, load center. It's got 6 spaces, but you can expand it up to 12 by using those double breakers. It doesn't look like I'm going to have to do that, but if in a case I do add some more circuits or something like that, the possibility is always there. But I mounted it to the wall here. I'm going to bring all my 110 volt stuff right down to here. I will then have an inverter charging system. I'm actually going to have my on-demand water heater probably on the other side. I'm going to do all my electrical stuff here. Just changed my mind. I was going to put the hot water tank right here. May still do that, I'm not sure. Makes more sense to keep all the electrical stuff right here. But it depends on how large the other equipment is. It is kind of nice to keep everything centrally located. You know, that way I can put some type of a sticker for emergency purposes. You know, emergency disconnect, power here and all that stuff. So, if God forbid something ever happened. Just some stickers and stuff like that. I don't have my glasses, so I can't read. But I suppose it's that kitchen bath, all that crap. Anyway, and then a cover. Like I said, 6 spaces. Right on now. I haven't bought any breakers yet because I have to determine sizes. But I don't think any circuits. Well, I know none of my circuits are going to be over 15 amps. So, other than that, I'm going to run my first couple wires down here. I've got my AC ran through the walls and ceiling, and I've got my fish tank and that area all ran. So I'm going to bring those into the box. I still have to get some box throughs, connectors, whatever you call those. And then I definitely want to make sure that I don't run a wire anywhere near this cable. This cable is a tensioning cable for the door, so they're not so heavy to lift. And that would, of course, put the brakes in and all that stuff, so we don't want to do that. So that's the breaker box. Hey guys, running electrical for the fish tank, 110 volt power supply for the air pump and the light. I put a 1 gang box up there, and I'm running 14-2 wire with a ground. Just a couple staples, hold those wires nice and sturdy, because I don't want to hear them rattling. And then I also ran the AC power. I just kind of roughed it in because yesterday I worked on the electrical. So that's for my air pump, which I've got an air pump run off an extension cord right now. And then I've got another outlet down below for the canister. This is going to be wired into another box that is going to power LEDs that go all the way along, which is then also going to be tied into this one that go down the other side of the bus, so that I can pop a switch up front there, and you come in, you throw the switch, and you've got lighting in the main living area. That's all going to be tied in back here in the refrigerator area. So I'm kind of in the middle of that, getting all that stuff. I've got an outlet ran for the refrig as well, and the AC is wired in. I don't know if you can see the wire running through, but that's all wired in. So a lot of wiring today. This is going to be, let me grab a piece of wood and show you. So I've got this 2x2 put up here, and of course I don't want outlets to be seen, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 pieces of redwood, and then I'm going to have one down below where my finger's wiggling. A little bit narrower, but that's going to do 2 purposes. I'm going to be able to hide the LED lights, and it'll probably be about that height right there. So it'll hide the LED lights and shine light up on the ceiling, which is going to be painted white. And it'll be LEDs that you can make whatever color you want. And then the part that comes down here is going to hide my blinds. So the blinds will be all nice and tucked up when you have the windows clear. And when you decide you want to have a little bit of privacy, or you want to keep the heat out, you'll be able to reach up and pull your blinds down. And everything will be out of sight and out of mind. And then I believe in between I'm going to come with another piece like this, just to cover up and make this look a little bit more decorative. Maybe even put some insulation behind it or something like that to prevent a little bit of the heat from radiating in. So anyway, that's the idea. Got a couple more pieces to put up, and unfortunately I've run out of 2x2s. That's my final 2x2 right there, and then I've got some scraps that I can tie in. But that's what I'm gonna tackle first today. Get that knocked out. I actually started with a list. I'm going to try to work from a list just so that I stay focused and I'm not jumping around all over the place. I've got like 5 things on my list. It's a little hefty of a list, so I don't know if I'm going to accomplish all of it. I've been staying out here about 14 hours a day. Starting to get a little tiring, but we are on a deadline, so just got to do what I got to do. So still want this to remain fun, and I am enjoying it, so that's a good thing. I'm going to work on that list, and the more I dilly on this video, the less that I'm going to get done, so I'll talk to you later. Alright guys, well, it's evening time. It's probably about 5 o'clock, and getting close to calling it quits. This is where I kind of end up running out of steam. Kind of sit and then do a little something, look around, sit, do a little something. But what I did today, I got a few things knocked off the list. The wood that's going to hold up my valance, I guess you could call it. Lights up here, shades down here. I got this on both sides. I've caulked all my seams, readying it for paint, and now I've started to put the rounded ones on there, and looking pretty good. I mean, I'll know better in the morning. I'm gonna have to do them one at a time and allow them to dry. As you can tell, I've got a board kind of pushing it up against the ceiling. Let's see, what else did I do? I got an air bubbler in the fishy tank with a couple snails to get life going in there. And then in the shower, I finished all the cement board all the way down to the bottom. And then I caulked all the seams with 100% pure silicone, mildew resistant. And then I used my sample can of textured ceiling paint. It actually came out really nice, but it was supposed to cover 75 square feet. Well, that shower stall ceiling is 32 by 32 inches. So I think it covers a little less than that. I don't know, do the math. I don't think that's 75 square feet. Anyhow, you got the hole cut for the shower head. tomorrow or later this evening I'm going to cut the hole for the faucet and maybe start working on the drain. I do have a little bit of work here. Somehow on my measurements I started putting blue tape wherever I need to do some fixing. Unfortunately, my pocket door sticks out a little bit further than it's supposed to. You can kind of see here. So I'm going to chop that, cut it back, see what I can do to get that rocking and rolling straight. What else do I have to do? I've got a piece of tape back there because I ran my electrical wire, and actually my refrigerator slides back that far, so I'm going to have to reroute that. No big deal. And we'll go from there. Still haven't decided. I ran outlets and wires for 110 volt LED lights, and then I started thinking, well, why am I going to go 110 just to reduce it down with a plug transformer? So I'm still contemplating what I'm going to do there. Don't know if I'm going to go 12 or if I'm going to go 110. We'll see what happens. All right, talk to you. Bye. Also did electrical last night. Box there, and then I did a couple over here. One in the bathroom. I still have to run one to the bedroom next to the headboard for a lamp or reading light or whatnot. And I haven't done this side yet. I did do the appliances, fish tank, refrigerator, and all that. AC. And then we're going to go from there, but I'm going to do this now. Alright guys, well I've got the refrigerator cubby all taped off, and I got the vent in. Still have a little tape in the do. I want to keep that insulation intact, so I'm going to tape around that edge. Other than that, it looks pretty good, right? Caulked on the outside, nice seal put in, so we're good shape. Wiring is just about done down there. I'm going to put a little partition wall so that I can use this as storage. I was going to use this as a cat box, but it's too small. So no big deal. We'll find a different place for the cat box. Other than that, got the rounded corners on. Looking pretty good. Got to caulk again, and then I think it's going to be ready for primer and paint. All right.